Well, 6 friends, 3 countries, no wheelchair. Now, that was just the beginning of We Carry Kevin. That's a local nonprofit right here in our community that does good not only for our local community, but for those around the globe. And joining me now right here in studio is the one and only Kevin Chandler, who's the founder of We Carry Kevin, as well as an author of a new book. Now, we have the book here with us, The Hospitality of Need. Congratulations for launching a new book. It actually launches today, which is exciting. Awesome. Well, Kevin, before we get into the book and the nitty-gritty of that, we want to get to know you and just your story. Of course, you launched We Carry Kevin about 6 years ago or so. Talk to us about this.
Yeah, so a few years ago, some friends and I wanted to go to Europe, and everything that we wanted to do there, the things we wanted to see, were not going to be wheelchair accessible. And that could be a problem because I've spent my whole life in a power wheelchair. But what we realized is it wasn't a problem if we left my wheelchair at home and went without it. And they ended up carrying me for 3 weeks in a backpack, taking turns carrying me. And so we got to do all kinds of amazing things, dance in the streets of Paris and hop over fences in the English countryside, and just great adventures together. And so on our way home, and actually a little bit before the trip, as people learned about our story, we heard from families all over the world that said, where did you get this backpack and where did you get these friends? And so we started the nonprofit to answer those questions.
That's amazing. And now you supply these carrier backpacks for families in 50 countries or more. So very amazing. Talk to us, because you just had the walk, run, roll this weekend, which congrats, you had the highest attendance, amazing, but you also had a little pre-launch to your new book, Hospitality of Need. Share with us, what is this book about?
Well, so when we got home from that trip to Europe and started communicating with families and working with them, I started hearing from families with a third question, I guess you could say, which was, can you give us an instruction, like how-to book on asking people for help, inviting them into your need? And I realized I couldn't do that because it's so nuanced and so specific for each person and whatever you're going through. And so it's not a step-by-step like a peanut butter sandwich or something. It's more than that. It's about relationships. And so instead I decided to write this book that told more of my story. I had written a book about that trip, but I wanted to share examples throughout my life of inviting people into my need. And so that's where this book came from.
Wonderful. Congratulations, Kevin.
Thank
and it
you.
launched today, so you guys can get that book on Amazon. We're going to have all of that on 21alivenews.com with that link as well, so you can also open the pages and learn more about Kevin.